You got these little plaques all over the place here with, you know, information on them and stuff like that. I think this trail that we're walking on right here is something like the original Route 4. Underneath all the leaves here, it is tar. Cracked up though. Obviously has not been a real road for a very long time. Train off in the distance. I'll be. I missed the turn that I wanted to take back there. Yeah, the trail I wanted to hit was up there. It's literally right up there. So, we'll walk this way. We'll go this way. Sorry, I was looking off and camera followed. So we could go down that trail right there. But there is another trail up here. Sweet, I don't know what I did to miss it. I realized that as I was walking down that trail, that I was supposed to come out up here. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. Now I'm just curious, so. Chilly out here, it's like 32 degrees. Oh, I see. So that was that white-tailed deer sign that I showed you. That's where, sorry, we come in. And there's this little hidden one right here. Walked right by it. Walked right by it. fence. Most people, I guess, go up and around it. Yeah, I guess that would make sense. I walk through there and the trail comes up and around there. Yeah, leave it to me. Should we just assume that the microphone's working? Yeah, probably. Alright. Oh, here's another one of those signs. We will stay on the path. I can hear the train, but I don't think I could get over to where you would be able to see it before it got there. Drop the camera. Like I said, these things are everywhere. All the things that you could run into or see throughout the year walking around here. This place is open all the time. French Falls is what we call it around here. Whoop. It's a nice little easy walk in. I guess depending on how fast you walk it. I think if you loop the whole outer side of it without doing any of the shoot off, a mile or something. Four-wheeler trail down there. Try to get around the ice and videotape without dropping the camera or falling. Danger. Steep. Well, supposedly you can mountain bike out here, but I don't know if, I mean, I guess. Doesn't seem like it'd be all that much fun. There'd be a lot of climbing. And that was that trail. That I pointed out before when I was parked around on where I wanted to be. trails are definitely well marked, so you don't have to worry about getting lost. You just gotta follow the right color path. Never really walked that one. I usually just stick to the longer route, but for video purposes, I guess we'll see what it does. The two. Just as I was complimenting on how well marked the trails are. Follow the two. Make sure you keep looking for the two. Some poop back there. Another two. I wasn't even looking. This is intriguing. I don't know why you would need another trail to get to here. So that's one. And that would be going down 3. And that's 2. And that's the well-marked yellow trail. It was a lot flatter to go this way than going that way. So, I guess this is where I'll pause this, walk back to the other end of that, and then walk that one out for you too. Alright, so we're back at where we turned off down 2. We'll stay on to 1 now. One is a nicer trail, I think. That's probably why I stick to this trail when I walk through here. Nose is getting a little chilly. This is that area that I showed you guys. Ooh, there's some ice under those leaves apparently. Hiking boots on too. Alright. Let's see what 3 does. 1's a pretty nice trail, so I think this just might lead us out to like a little it's going to be a little bit of a longer trail to get back to the other side of. Sorry. And they got 3 taking you all over the place. Oh, I just walked through a car already? You don't usually hikes this time of year spider web free. walk us back up to that power line trail. Oh, I see. This is something. It's literally taking me all the way back around. Committed now, though. It'd be interesting if we could get back to 1. It don't look like it. It looks like it's taking us all the way back out to where we started. I knew this. How funny. It's not a very big place, so I mean. Now we're back at 1 again. We'll just skedaddle that really quick. Well, actually, you come in here. I see it. Got that little arrow there. I wasn't even paying attention to that. So this would be doing 3. Do it in the direction I think it's intended. I don't think we're... The trails are definitely easier to see when more people have walked them and kind of kicked around and the wind's blowing the leaves off. Not very busy this time of year. Summertime, nice days. You find people down more by the water. I'm just walking all these little shoot-offs. I don't know. When we get to the water, which is coming up, but chances of seeing cooler things. So yeah, that's what 3 does. Red's got a trail down there. All over trying to show you. So we're going to go down that direction here in a minute, which will take you down to the blue area, which is by the water. This is going to take us back to 1. We'll go here. I don't have to shake you too much. And you'll go back down onto the trail we started. Here's the falls, guys. Here they are. Hopefully you're ready. Brace yourselves. Crazy, huh? No, I'm just kidding. That's just a runoff. It's a little creek that runs down to the river. Creek, stream, brook. The vibrant ecosystem of life. You know, water. But yeah, don't want to try not to move too fast. That runs obviously down to the river. I say obviously, I haven't even taken you to the river yet. So, acting like you're supposed to know where it is. It's where water goes. You know, more water. Always interested in the potential of what you could see after snow melt. Sorry, we're going downhill. It probably doesn't come across like that here. So this is Red Trail. It's all tar. Goes up that way. All right, here we are. We're going to go down the Red Trail. Hyper jumped us back to the beginning of it. No, I actually just walked it. It's none of these trails here are very difficult, especially if you take your time. Everybody can do them. If you're trying to record it and you're kind of walking fast a little bit, probably ought to bring something to drink because I'm thirsty. Totally forgot about it. Grab cool lenses, microphones, tripod, camera. Nothing to drink. An overlook. Let's go see what it overlooks. So I'm guessing it's probably gonna be a river. go up there. We'll do a little look around, I guess. Probably snap a few pictures. You'll have to hit the Instagram to probably see those. Another trail that probably takes you back out to the other. It overlooks the river. Takes you down to the river. There's a nice little fishing spot right down there. I'll be back in a second. Alright, let's get back on this little adventure. Oh. We could go back down out to where I hyper jumped us from the end of 1 back to the beginning of red. Or we could go that way and see if it takes us out anywhere cool. I don't think it does. I think it just loops back around. And this is a section of trail. We'll just take a quick peek. Yeah, we'll see what it does. It goes around like this. Probably just keeps you from the road. Oh no. What are we to do? You guys are gonna have to, well, get up. Oh, perfect. Step over this one. So I trip on the branch. Kind of a big rock. Alright, snap a picture of the big rock. Yeah, so we call it the overlook. There wasn't much that was missed from that trail there. When I changed position, we were just right up by the road. So we won't bother going back up that way. No, we'll do it, actually. So scuttle up that and then be back. Yeah, we're back at where yellow ends. Hyper jumped up that. And now we'll walk down this way. Still got areas of snow. That's alright though. I can get muddy here in a couple of weeks and won't be able to walk on most of this stuff. I get all nasty. Get out here in the morning and it's still frozen. We don't beat up on the trails. You know, shout out to all those people who keep them clean for us, especially the mountain biking ones. That was the overlook path we come down. We've almost covered this side of French Falls. The next area will be walking along the river. Probably a little trail to go down there if you wanted to dip your worm. Maybe a crawfish or, a fancy rig or something to kind of jig around. Probably ain't gonna catch anything, but you never know. Usually people fish here quite a bit. Another plaque. I'll try to see if we can't hit all of these. These are things that are in our area. I don't know why I'm trying to come down here. Figured, hey, why not? Let's drop the camera. Probably looks cool. And can it really be an adventure if we don't adventure? Maybe there's a bird living there. Getting so close to it. Get back up there. See if we can get back on track. I guess if you hopped off of it, you could get a little bit of air on the old mountain bike. It'd be kind of fun. That's kind of cool, huh? Hydro dam and wind power. It used to be a hydro dam. I don't know if that's what they still use it for or not, but could be wrong. Zoom back out of that. There you go. Been known to come down here and throw a worm. Guess we should just call it bait because we don't usually actually throw worms here. Like traditional worms, anyways. I can tell you though, I was over here yesterday. It's not as windy today as it was yesterday. And the water looks much calmer. More calm. Something along that lines. In better condition. I can hear him, but I can't see him. Up there's that overlook. And imagine when all the trees are filled in, you're not really overlooking much. Sorry. I'm gonna check the microphone to see if it was dying yet. My whole luck is we'll have walked all of this one side, not even had any audio recording. Rock on. This is a bridge crossing. I just don't know if it was done on purpose. Because that bridge has fallen. We're gonna use it though. Because sadly it still works as a bridge. See? We made it safe. We are safe. Great bridge. Now we will walk up here. This is like the only incline that's like strug bus. It's even not even strug bus, but if, you know, you weren't wanting to have any type of climb, that little thing might get you. All right, so here we are. We come out of here, first thing. Didn't like it. Walked up there, walked through all of that woodage. We come back out to here. Walked back in, went all the way down there, checked all of that out. Didn't really see anything cool, did we? We'll go in here now. And hopefully, now that we'll be along the river, we will see maybe a bird. I don't really know what else we'd see. Could see a deer, but they're probably already heard me thumping around and pieced. Like I said, this is a lot of just makes more sense of the river walk kind of idea, because, you know, you can access many shoot offs down to it. Nice little cool places to sit, try to fish or whatever. The water is deep enough to go swimming in, but it is the Androscoggin River. You know, paper mills. Always been able to catch fish in it though, just about any part of it too. You can just kind of roll up to it and throw some type of bait in and catch something. Is this supposed to be some way of not leaving your trash behind? Interesting that they would leave that like that. Like, I guess it's cool. That sign said something back there. I didn't even see it. Could show it. We know what the name of that little shoot off is. That is what they refer to as that. The Andy Spit. I don't know. A lot more roots over here. You gotta kind of put. Oh, another cobweb. I mean, excited to see that they're. Oh, white. Oh, I remember this one. Well, kind of just goes up and loops to right there. That's where you will find that trail. It literally just does that. And we don't want to just do that, do we? To go right to there, to walk out there. Because if you want, we'll walk out there. There's a sign. And I'll walk all the way out there and back down around here. I'll do that for you. should have done is pause the video back there though, so we could have done another hyper jump much easier than having to cut it out. Well, a wild turkey. It's exciting. Kind of wanted a bow hunt for a turkey. See, this is what we're living for. Great time. It's insane. And then you come this way. They changed the trail and made it a little bit more. I just think you're supposed to be trying to make it a little bit friendlier, but oh, I see. So they used to go out behind the rock. And now you can come and sit here and stare through the trees. Because who doesn't want to do that, right? As you are about to see, all of this trails all lead back out here on this end. We went down there. So, catch you in a second. All right, we made it back here. This is where the turkey was. Piper jumped back out here. Continuing on. I don't know why I want to call it hyper jumping. It just sounds fun. Always wanted to be able to teleport. So I love the adventure. I hate the drives. And gas is ridiculous. What are we coming upon here? A turkey vulture. Along the riverside. This probably is that looped one that I was actually thinking about. Up the stairs and over the roots to the top of this hill we go. Oh yeah. This is the original Route 4 road that I was talking about when we first started the video. We walked in there. There's some wide steps if you just try to touch the wood going down. I should have you on this side so you can see the river. It's a helmet. So much stuff gets washed up. People's yards. This river is insane and melt off. A little owl going on. You hear these guys at nighttime. They like to make cool noises when they see you. Like, what are you doing? But then they'll follow you because you stir things up in the woods. So then, they get excited. Kick the camera. The tripod with my knee. A base of plywood shoot. What do we got here? Don't fall in. And now we're along the river. And then make you tall. You can read that. And then you can come back to being short again. Not that I'm short, but alright, I lied. I'm only 5'10", so I'm kind of short. Fox. You gotta love those birds. That takes you up to the parking lot to start a whole different section of trail, so I will catch you in a minute. Alright, here we are back at the beginning of the trail entrance again, because we're going to go down a whole different section. This is what we got going on right here. This falls. Pretty much basically the rural layout. Section of the Androscoggin River. Don't smoke is bad for you. We love your pets. Please pick up. Don't leave trash. I think that includes cans. And, well, Jesus feeds. Place for you to put your trash. And a color-coded map system. And we're going to go do the blue because we've done yellow, red, and white. I showed you that at the beginning. It says foot traffic only, but I've been out here and seen mountain bike tracks. And when you look up like trail forks, other people have mountain bike tracks. We went that way. We went that way already. Microphone's still holding up. That's that white trails. And now we're going into the blue. There's a place, if you're down here, I guess, early enough, you can see the train crossing the trestle. But there was no way I was getting there. Well, I guess I could have ran really fast and been out of breath for the rest of the video, going everywhere I went trying to say something. And as I'm just holding you off into the no land, let's get back on the trail. Sorry. Watching the water. Always gotta watch the water. You never know. Not that I'm strapping. Porcupines, cute little things. Do not pet them backwards. They're a with the fur kind of animal. Fall. What animal do you think this is going to be? A coyote. Cute little buggers. Oh yeah, there are these signs for the trees that we have in this area. What their leaves look like. Probably missed a couple. I think there's like a maple one back down that trail. We'll go down here for a little river walk. Love the water. Always could be by the water. I think there's some ducks swimming right there. See if we can zoom in on them and see them. Yeah, and those are ducks. That's where that train would have been crossing if we would have tried to get down here. We'd get a little closer. Good. Oh, I got you guys pointed up at the freaking sky, missing the trail. How are you gonna know where to go? I want you guys to get lost. Another good little come off this spot to go fishing, right? You're gonna watch your step. Looks like a beaver trying to dam it up. Come over here. You know, get some fishing going on. I wouldn't try to fish in there, but I guess the rest of that wouldn't be too bad of an option, right? Especially over in there. I think you might get something right there. Probably get something in there. And maybe right up underneath that grass if you're looking just right. Right in there. You know, something might be swimming around. Anywho, we'll continue back on the old trail. Oh, I like to get out here early in the morning. Starting to warm up now, though. It's probably like 35, and I'm like, it's starting to warm up. Oh, look at all these rocks. You could probably climb up through there. There is a picnic table. You want to do it? We can do it. Take you up there. See what it looks like. Oh, no. Oh, you got it. You guys are going to be able to make it. I believe in you. There might have been a trail to go the other way. Uh-huh. There was. Now we're going to go back down it. Woohoo! We made it. How fun. That tree was shedding its bark. Oh, look at this. See what I'm saying? I walked by like 100 of these probably. I know I walked by the red oak one, but I'll post those pictures of those signs on Instagram, really. Another one of the sections that's got side trail after side trail. It's pretty tame for the time of year. Usually when the ice melts off, there's all kinds of destruction. That's probably another good place to wiggle your worm, huh? You can probably find something hiding from that faster current chilling out in here, waiting to look for something to eat. Got them all right over here. You know, just stick your head down in there. See if there's anything in there for me. No, don't do that, really. It's cold. You wouldn't want to go swimming in there right now. Yesterday there was still ice floating in it. Yesterday there was still ice floating in it. Climb up over this. I love this. Follow the blue path. Just follow the blue path. Don't trip. Break an ankle. Alright. This is the farther end. Farther end. The end. Ugh, that's 3 cobwebs I've walked through. Train trestle. Probably could find some fish in there. I mean, I suppose even if you wanted to carry a kayak or canoe down through here, all of this. But we didn't. And we went coming through there. We'll go this way. It's almost like they want you to, because like that is a directional arrow. Yeah, somebody's got their Adirondack chairs chained up. Suppose that arrow means it wants me to go that direction. So we will turn and go that direction. Nice. Ooh. Do we want to go that way? Let's go this way. And step up over rocks. I always need the tripod. It's like a knee in your butt to get going. It looks like something got stabbed by that and bled blue. Go back down to the trail we walked in on. Keep climbing. trying to pay attention to signs so I can show you signs, but there's some beach right there. Go up to the field that way. They're right there. And there's your field mouse. Again, that one will take you out to the field. You come up here. We went up here. We went up the crazy way. And there's our chickadee. See, we were up here. We come up the crazy way. And we'll get back onto this trail. Again, try to hold you out and not me you as I step over the roots and rocks. Many trails out to the field. We're going down this way. Like how they marked each end of the piece of wood so you could see it as you stepped down it or up it. This is made it back out to where the curious coyote was. See? And that was that loop of the blue trail. And now I just walk back out to the parking lot. And there's another sign up here that I probably missed. I can show it to you when we get there. It's on the train. I know I showed you the porcupine, and that's probably what threw me off. And imagine it's a maple tree right there. Do you think you guys would know? The trees, I'm not super good with them. The majority of them, but I say the majority of them, and I don't know. It's been a while since I've tried to even remember. And keep checking the microphone to make sure I don't die. But I brought a spare one. Alright, though, we're almost done. We've almost made it through our first adventure. There's a red oak up here. I do believe that's what that piece of paper is indicating. We walked right by it. I got a cool little fun fact on this thing here. And you can walk down there, but like the water's really high right now, so going down there is just going to lead you to wet feet. Place the picnic table. Place to have a picnic with a table. Probably should use all of my words, huh? Guess we'll find that that's not my favorite thing to do. English, language arts, literature, all the all right, so here we are, back to the parking lot again, but this time for the final time. Yeah, we'll come back out in like a month or so and we'll walk this again. And you'll be amazed on how much has grown in and yada yada. It's a lot nicer. Like I said, right now it's just first little spring adventure. You can get out there and have a great time. Thanks for joining. You know, like they all say, like, subscribe, comment.